Hi students, welcome to Karthik Chemistry channel. In the previous class, I have discussed the concepts of definition of polymers and examples. So that is given in the description box, you can find there. So today I want to tell you about the concepts of degree of polymerization and functionality. So what is degree of polymerization? What is polymerization? The process of forming a polymer is called polymerization. So what is degree of polymerization? The number of repeating units in the chain formed in a polymer is called degree of polymerization. For example, if polyethene is a polymer that is formed by the combination of 500 ethene molecules, so the degree of polymerization is 500. For example, polyvinyl chloride. So PVC is a polymer which is formed by the combination of 100 vinyl chloride molecules, so the degree of polymerization is 100. Okay, so here I have given you one example, butadiene. So on combination of several butadiene molecules, polybutadiene is formed. Here N equal to 4000 and N is called degree of polymerization. That means here the degree of polymerization is 4000 because here the polybutadiene is formed by the combination of 4000 butadiene molecules. Okay, there may be hundreds or thousands of monomer molecules linked together in a polymer molecule. The molecular weight of the most of the polymers fall into 5000 to 2 lakhs. Okay, so degree of polymerization, that is indicated with dp, d suffix p. Degree of polymerization is indicated with d suffix p. What is the formula for degree of polymerization? What is the formula for calculating or finding the degree of polymerization? dp equal to total molecular weight of the polymer by molecular weight of the monomeric unit. Okay, so by using this formula we can find out the degree of polymerization. Okay students, then what is functionality? What is functionality? The number of active bonding sites present in a monomer is called functionality. For example, ethene is a monomer, CH2 double bond CH2, it is called ethene. Okay, so here one pi bond is there, so it produces two active bonding sites, CH2 1 2. Okay, so that means here what is the functionality? The functionality of ethene monomer is 2, right? So ethylene has how many active bonding sites? Ethylene has 2 active bonding sites because ethylene molecule has 1 pi bond. So by breaking the pi bond, it produces 2 active bonding sites. This is due to the formation of 2 sigma bonds when pi bond is broken. So ethylene is considered to be bifunctional monomer. Ethylene is considered to be bifunctional monomer. See here, ethene on polymerization produces polyethene. It is a bifunctional monomer. If the functionality is 2, that is a bifunctionality monomer or bifunctional monomer. If the functionality is 3, so the monomer is trifunctional monomer. Similarly, tetrafunctional monomer. Okay, so basing on the chain structure, mainly polymers are classified as 3 types: linear polymers, branched polymers and cross-linked polymers. So basing on functionality, how linear polymer is explained, how branched polymer and how cross-linked polymer can be explained basing on the concept of functionality. For example, linear polymers are formed by linking of several bifunctional monomers. That means combination of several bifunctional monomers, linear polymers are formed. Okay, these are linked together by primary covalent bonds but different chains are held together by secondary weak van der Waals forces. For example, see here, it is a bifunctional monomer. It is a bifunctional monomer because it has two active bonding sites. These are active bonding sites. It is one active bonding site. It is another active bonding site. Okay. So it is a bifunctional monomer. It is a bifunctional monomer. Okay. So combination of several bifunctional monomers leads to the formation of linear polymer. Here mainly these monomers are linked together by covalent bonds and different chains are held together by weak van der Waals forces. These all are covalent bond. It is a covalent bond, covalent bond, covalent bond. But the first chain and second chain and then the third chain, these all are linked together by secondary weak van der Waals forces. And then branched polymers. So how branched chain polymer is formed? So a branched chain polymer is formed when a trifunctional monomer is mixed with a bifunctional monomer, or a bifunctional monomer is mixed with a trifunctional monomer. Bifunctional monomer mixed with trifunctional monomer, or trifunctional monomer mixed with a bifunctional monomer. So for example, it is a monomer of trifunctional monomer, because it has three active bonding sites, 1 2 3, because it has three active bonding sites, so it is a trifunctional monomer. And it is a bifunctional monomer because it has two active bonding sites. Okay, so a trifunctional monomer is linked with bifunctional monomer, and then bifunctional monomer is attached with trifunctional monomer. So when a trifunctional monomer is linked with or attached with bifunctional monomer, or bifunctional monomer is attached with trifunctional monomer, then a branched chain polymer is formed. Okay, so how branched chain polymer is formed? A trifunctional monomer is mixed with bifunctional monomer and vice versa. Okay. So then what about cross-linked polymer? Cross-linked polymer is formed by the combination of polyfunctional monomers. For example, if a monomer is having polyfunctionality, that means monomer containing several active bonding sites, then on combination of such type of monomers, a cross-linked polymer is formed. Okay, see here, in the case of polyfunctional groups, monomer units are connected to each other by covalent bonds, resulting in the formation of three-dimensional network. Okay, in such polymers, the movement of monomer units is prevented by cross-links. Okay, students, these are the concepts of degree of polymerization and functionality. These concepts are asking for 4 marks or 2 marks for first BTech students in engineering chemistry or applied chemistry question papers. So write down the notes simply. Students, degree of polymerization. So it is the definition of degree of polymerization, and then example. Okay. Okay, students, it is the formula for finding degree of polymerization, dP. dP equal to total molecular weight of the polymer by molecular weight of the monomeric unit. Then functionality, definition of functionality. Then how linear polymers are formed by bifunctional monomers. Okay, students, write down the notes. Then how branched chain polymers are formed based on functionality concept. Write down the notes, students. Then how cross-linked polymer is formed? Basing on polyfunctional monomers. Write down the notes. Thank you.